And like I'm a mark for merch. Like I'm Mr. Oh, there's a movie out. Oh, is there a Taco Bell tie-in? Oh, are there shirts? Is there a toy line? Like that's me anytime anything I dig comes out. So it's weird that I didn't think to do that until I saw him succeeding so much with it.
On that subject, just real quick, are you a collector or are you like a trader? Like you'll say, "Oh, I like this one, I'll have it," and then, "Oh, I could trade it or sell it off for something different," or are you
Oh,
someone who just like collects as much as you
no.
can?
Oh, I'm a collector, man. I have toys that are from like 1988. I have my very first four, no, six Ninja Turtles toys I got. I have all my original everything. I don't get rid of my stuff. I take care of it. I love it. I'm a big time collector. I have thousands of Star Wars toys. I've probably got, 600 wrestling figures. Those are in tubs. I kind of stopped displaying those. Those are always even more played with than others because my Star Wars I would always play with them hard out in the dirt, out in the mud, out in the rain, and then I would like clean them back up and put them on the shelf. With my wrestling toys just always got left around. They were always meant for more rough play. So those are all in tubs and stuff. But no, I'm a big time collector, big time collector. So I love, merch. Like for me, I have every shirt I've ever sold. I have one of,
Hmm.
folded up in a special drawer. All the gear I've ever worn is folded up and like organized in some drawers.
With your collecting, did you? I don't really know how to put this properly. When you get into an industry or a business or a hobby yourself, you can kind of become a little jaded towards it, perhaps, where you don't have that same fandom you once did. Do you find yourself not really going after wrestling collectibles as much because you're a part of wrestling and maybe it doesn't interest you as much now and you focus primarily on the Star Wars, the Marvel, the Indiana Jones, the this and that?
Yeah, that actually definitely happened, and it's weird because everyone always kind of would give me shit like, "Man, Yuma's never gonna stop liking wrestling," and then other people would be like, "It happens to all of us," and it changes. You don't stop loving it. You just look at it a little differently, especially as long as I've been doing it with the type of career I've had. Obviously, I feel some sort of way towards pro wrestling, and I really am only attached to like my glory days. Like I can find good quality matches from, every year of TV wrestling ever. But there's just certain years of certain stuff I'll always go back to that I really appreciate as much as I did then, if not more. But I did really pull back on collecting wrestling stuff. A lot of it was money related, and then mainly is when I realized was the size. I was like, man, I don't. These are big ass toys. They're all 6 inches.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
my Star Wars ones are smaller. I can have way more of these. I can have way more fun play sets, ships. I was like, you can only have one big ring and figures. So I pulled back. The last wrestling figure I bought when I stopped buying was Mike Knox, who is one of my absolute favorite people at the NWA. I was
Another
always a
guy I
huge.
want to interview.
Oh,
I'd
bro,
love to
you got
talk
to
to him.
get him. That man's a legend. Mike Knox is an absolute legend. He's a saint. I was a big fan of him from the Urban Outlaws and UPW. And so when he showed up in ECW on Sci-Fi, I was like, oh, sweet, this guy's getting his due. And then he got even crazier looking. And they made a toy of him with his big beard and long hair, which was my favorite look.
I
So
love
that was
bearded Mike
actually the
Knox.
yes, dude. That was the last wrestling figure I bought until the Viscera figure came out from Mattel like 2 years ago.